All right, bet. We back. This is take 4, I think.
I think it's 5, but
5. Double clap, whatever. We back. Had to switch the card. See, this is what it is. So, the reason that I'm actually doing this right now, because I've been wanting to do it, but I've been pushing it off, finding some reason that I couldn't do it, pushing it off. So
you tried to push this one off too.
I tried to push this one off a little bit. He cut me. But I knew if I told bro, like, yo, I want you on this podcast, he wouldn't leave me alone.
For sure.
I knew he wasn't going to leave me alone until we did it. So he hit me.
Texting you every day.
Text me like, yo, we
What's
good
up?
today?
Huh?
I'm coming over this morning. Okay, I'll be there at 12.
Easy.
Man, listen, woke up, went and bought the little mic stands, got the lights right. You know, it took us some time to get it going, but we got it going. So I say that to say this, keep people in your corner that's going to push you.
Facts.
Because sometimes that resistance in your head will keep stopping you.
It's fake.
It's fake.
It's not even there.
It's not even there, but you think it's there. You think it's real. And
You your wall.
Man, listen.
You your own wall right there. That's
you putting your obstacles in your way.
Facts.
So, yeah, tell your guys that's actually going to push you to do something, and they going to hold you accountable, and you're going to have to do it.
And the ones that ain't,
get them out of there.
you're going to have to see them on a, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to celebrate some success, they, you know what I'm saying? Invite them to come to that and have a drink with you or something.
You know what? It's another thing that I heard and I go by too, is like you have different people for different things.
For sure.
So you can't expect, just because you treat a person this way, you can't expect to get that back.
You gotta know. You gotta know you can be you too.
You gotta know why you got that person in your life. You know what I mean?
So at the end of the day, and that's one of the things. Like I had to stop pointing the finger. Like, bro, that's on you. It was something in you that you allowed that person to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't them. Motherfucker gonna take advantage, because I'm gonna take advantage of something. You know what I'm saying? Like if I feel like it's sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like so I can't even fault them. It was a weakness in me that they was able to play off of. So let me tighten up. And like you say, bro, iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron, for
You know what I'm
sure. So we back. We got you got your energy right. We just talked about, you know what I'm saying? You've been looking at culture. We talked about how trash America is, especially with this food.
For sure.
So now we here. Now you healthy again. You back in the States?
Yeah.
You back in the States. You working
For
out.
a minute.
Back in the States for a
I'm
minute.
going back overseas when that money call.
You taking the trips, getting them contracts, right?
For sure.
So you back, and now you get an opportunity to play in the Big 3.
Okay.
Am I missing something? Rewind.
Yeah, let's go
bit.
back.
Okay, let's go back. Take me through the journey.
Okay, so all of my basketball numbers, like first off, you know what I'm saying? I started in high school with number 3. That's because I just loved the way Allen Iverson, how hard he played.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
let's
saying?
just talk about AI one time for the culture. Because
Yeah,
you know
for
me,
the
bro.
culture, yeah.
I had braids.
You had everything.
I had to do
All the
the
shoes,
AI, bro.
everything.
You know that
All
was my
everything.
dude, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Life, yeah.
So I never wanted to be like anybody, but I wanted to have his hustle. I wanted to have his heart.
That dog.
I wanted to have that killer instinct, right? Nigga, Iverson used to dive on the floor. This nigga used to hit the floor probably like 5-6 times a game. You know, in 1999, 2000, they played the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, sir. AI gave us 51.
You know,
AI gave us 51.
I'm mad because I'm really going for the Bucks, but I'm like, I love Iverson. But I knew that the Bucks was a better team, and we probably had a better chance of beating the Lakers team, at least taking them to 6 or 7.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But AI stood in our way.
Stood in our way.
This close, bro.
He got us out of the way by himself, bro.
By himself.
Yeah,
listen.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Iverson did so much for me as, you know what I'm saying, as a kid growing up, you know what I'm saying, in the inner city, just to be myself. When I used to hear him say, like, I don't want to be Jordan. I want to be me.
Yes, sir.
I want to be the first Iverson.
Iverson.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I wanted to emulate from him. How hard he played, and just to always be myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was Kobe on the other hand, which Kobe was a different guy. He worked hard. Like we were just saying, at 7 years old, he scored 60 because he realized 7-year-olds couldn't dribble with his left hand.
At 7.
At 7 years old.
Crazy.
So I wanted that work ethic. I wanted to work that hard. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I want to put in them hours like Kobe just to, you know what I'm saying, test myself to see if I'm, you know what I'm saying, ready. See if I'm improving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what was we saying about the
We was talking about we was talking about iron sharpen iron. You was getting ready to go into getting to the big three.
Okay, so
you was telling me.
So all of my numbers, you know what I'm saying, I started off with the number 3 just for my admiration for Allen Iverson. But then it kind of shifted to 4 because I'm like, shit, I want to one up and create my own. Everybody that played basketball was number 3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially that era.
Yeah, like, so it was like I didn't see nobody with 4. And then Kobe was number 8. So I'm like, a lot of my guys used to call me Lil Kobe. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to go half of that. I'm going to go half of Kobe. That's one up for Iverson. Okay, it makes sense. I'm from Milwaukee. Our area code 414. Got the 2 4s in there. Okay, I'm going to ride 4 out. So I rode 4 out for a long time. But in junior college, I couldn't get 4. Because Mario Bogan played for, he went to Florida. Yeah, Florida. He was playing with the Gators. Then he came to my junior college. He was number 4, but then he went to Oklahoma State with Torrey Johnson from Milwaukee. Shout out Tojo. You know what I'm saying? Jigga. You know what I'm saying? So he had number 4, so I picked number 13. And everybody was like, oh, 13 is bad luck, because they don't really know that 13 is actually a good luck number. But we just, you know what I'm saying? We were just taught that it was the wrong way. And then to me, it was 1 + 3 = 4. So it made sense to me. So my numbers, like, I've been big with numbers my whole life. Just everything just been like a number thing for me. So what I'm saying that was around 2016, maybe like 2015 when I went to Lebanon. I played a year there on this one team, and I was averaging, like, I played with Rashawn Terry. It's the team called Mutahed in Lebanon. I was averaging like 32. This was my first time not playing in Europe. I went to the Middle East, and it was like Middle East basketball. It's not high level. European people, they look down on it or whatever. But I'm like, man, if the money good, I'm there.
It's good. Let's go.
I need to see something else. Let's go. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that year, I believe I was number 4 still. But then I changed my number. I changed everything up because, like, I kept on seeing 3 8s. 3 number 8s. That's all I would see. Like, I would have dreams. Like, I would just see 3 8s, like license plates. I'd see license plates, and it'd be like 888, XYZ, 888, or 8 X numbers, then 88.
See it again.
So, yeah, I just see the number 88 everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I gotta figure out what this means. So I started Googling and looking it up, like, what's the meaning of triple A's? And then before I did that, I'm like, man, it's an infinity sign. Flipped up, right side up. And what infinity mean to me is like what goes around comes around. Everlasting, endless. You know what I'm saying? These were the things that were just coming to me. So when I looked it up, because I was overseas and they speak Arabic, I looked it up in Arabic first. And it meant inshallah. Inshallah means God's will. God's will is infinite. God's will is everlasting. God's will is it's not going to end. It's inevitable. It's like energy. You can't do nothing. It's like the same energy that it takes for the
transfers.
It only transfers. The same way that it take that energy for the sun to rise. We got that built in us. We got that same makeup.
Yeah.
As the same energy it take for the sun to rise and the moon to come out. We got that, you know what I'm saying, for the trees to grow. We got that same thing. We got to have oxygen and all of this same makeup stuff. We got that same power within us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is what this is when I really start to make that connection. So a situation happened overseas to where I signed a contract that they had my rights for 2 years.
Okay.
So we got into a fallout at the end of the year because I'm trying to win. We in the final 8. We win these last 2 games. We go to we in the final 4. We win this game. We go to the championship. You put me in any championship game, we liable to win this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my coach think I'm trying to change the team on him and do some whole type of other goofy stuff. And all I'm trying to do is win. Like, man, you yelling at these players and now they don't even want to shoot the ball when they wide open. Because they looking at you first to see if it's okay to shoot. I'm like, man, shoot that. We done practice this shot every day. You done shot 100 shots with me just yesterday. Shoot that same shot without thinking about it.
Right.
So he think it's this, I think it's that. We fall out. He want me to apologize and all this stuff. He go to the general manager and stuff. They want me to apologize. I'm like, man, for one, I wasn't in the wrong.
I ain't do nothing wrong.
I ain't do nothing wrong. Like, we could talk about it as men, but as a man right now, I'm not compromising myself no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't pick up my contract for the next year. So it's another team over there was like, yo, y'all don't want him? Let us get the rights for him for the preseason. So they like, okay, yeah, it's cool. We don't want him. So this other team get me. So I go back to Lebanon, and this is when I changed my number to 88. And for me, 88, this was me revamping myself. What goes around comes around. And that's what I thought about it. So when I changed to 88, like I was reading a lot of stuff about positive karma.
Yeah.
Like everything that I've known for growing up, karma is something bad. Like you gonna get karma. Like motherfuckers would say that when you do something bad, like that's gonna come back.
Karma gonna come back on you, yeah.
But it was only when I did bad things.
They ain't tell you that it works the other way.
Exactly. I'm just now figuring out that us such thing as good karma. If I'm putting out good things in this atmosphere, it ain't nothing but gonna transfer energy. It's just gonna transfer. It's just gonna come back to me. So this is how I've been moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that I won't even say no more. I'm trying to get myself out of saying nigga.
Which
You know
is a tough one. I tried to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's way less than I used to say.
Yeah, it's way less, but it's getting there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm changing my words, though. Like, you can't just stop saying something and think it's going to stop. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
got to stop doing something, but have something to replace,
Replace it. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now, I'm going to call you God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call you my bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I call you a nigga,
Mm-hmm.
because they want us to be ignorant. But we done beat the ignorance already because we done filled ourselves up with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just about implementing it and walking in it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just in the execution stage right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I done went to different cultures and I done seen how their culture is like this. I was in Greece, and when I say my best friend, like, she's my age. She just moved out of her house with her mom that her dad bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's group economics.
That's another thing that our culture don't know. Like,
Right.
I tell my kids for sure, y'all never have to leave my house.
Ever.
Never save your money. Because we didn't have that. You know, it's in our culture to be like, oh, you 18.
You 18? Here go
There
the
you
streets.
go.
You grown.
Figure it out.
You grown. It's on you.
Yeah.
And that's
You
a
know, we be acting
disability.
like we want to be grown, bro. We don't be wanting to be grown, bro.
Man,
I wish
we
right
didn't
now,
even know what grown was.
I wish right now I wasn't grown, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. We here.
Right, we ain't got no choice but to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So now we teach our kids these things that we was behind on.
sir.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? That we didn't, you know what I'm saying, have a chance to have in our childhood. So, like I say, what goes around comes around. So now it's on us. Either we gonna continue on with the cycle that we know that didn't work, or we gonna change that for the next generation for them to come.
And they
You
can
know what I'm
bring
saying?
that back. Our kids can bring that back around.
Today kids, right?
Yes, sir.
So now we start to break these curses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, so changing to 88. So I go back over to Lebanon for a preseason tournament. I scored 160 points in in 5 games.
I thought you were about to say a game, bro. I was gonna say,
I wish.
Right. I was gonna say this ain't that podcast, bro. We ain't finna be jacking on this.
Nah, you can look everything up on YouTube, man. You can Google me, Mike Taylor. You know what I'm saying? For 11-9, like these is facts.
No, the real numbers.
You gonna see
that's real numbers.
You gonna see like an 8-minute clip on YouTube where I'm shooting this motherfucker from half court. I'm 2 steps coming down. I'm just letting that motherfucker go.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this point in my life, I was putting everything out there. Like this was my chance to give my all to basketball. I felt like I've never been able to give my all because my circle wasn't together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
yes, sir.
my mom's was over here doing this. I had to overcompensate for that. You know what I'm saying? My sister was going through this. My little brother got into a car accident. I had to get him a new car. Like I was just stretched out in so many places. I couldn't put all my focus in basketball. So this was one of the years where I was like, look, I'm gonna lock down this year and I'm gonna change cause I'm getting offers for like $7,000 a month. 10. I'm like, man, I'm worth more than this. You know what I'm saying? So let me go show y'all what I'm worth, and let me get this bag.
Right.
So change my number to 88. First time I go over to Lebanon. Again, my second year, my team win a Hariri tournament. That's like the president of Lebanon. We go to the prime minister. That's what they call him, the prime minister. We go to his crib, bro. Like I'm in that motherfucker reckless, bro. Like Milwaukee. Because I just won the championship. I was the MVP of the tournament. 160 points in 5 games. That's like 34, 35 points a game. I'm scoring 50 over there. I'm going crazy. Every time I score, I'm talking to the crowd.
And they loving it, eating it up.
They going crazy, bro. Like they wanted me to sign that year. You know what I'm saying? But that team blocked me from playing in Lebanon. And the crazy part about it, I played this team in the preseason tournament. I'm dogging these niggas. The coach got them playing me full court. I'm telling the little niggas like, bro, this ain't what y'all want to do. Stop listening to him. He gonna send y'all off. Coach over there like, every time I shoot, good defense. I make this shit. Look at him like, that's horrible defense. Don't listen to him. I'm telling him, I'm go right there. Stop listening to him.
He's sending you up.
Stop listening to him. You gonna get killed every single time. I apologize to you. It's not to you. This is for him. I wish he can get out here and lace his shoes up. Cause he the reason why I'm not on that side of the floor. I'm supposed to be with y'all. So this team is playing like extra aggressive. They bumping, elbowing and stuff. So one of my teammates from, you know what I'm saying, from DC, one of the Lebanese players, they check him hard or something. All I hear is I turn around and the Lebanese dude, face red. They about to square up. So I go over there, I'm pushing motherfuckers like, what's happening? Like, this my team now. Like, y'all my guys, because I really just went through a battle with the whole year for y'all, fought for y'all, but I'm on the other side now. So it's like, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, that was probably the reason why they didn't pick up my contract. They probably think I was in the middle of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So bygones be bygones. I ended up going to Qatar. When I was just telling you about how beautiful Qatar was, like I go over to Qatar. I'm averaging 30 points over there. My team win a regular season, a cup tournament, regular season, and a championship, and then we win a cup tournament. So I win 2 trophies. That was 1 in Lebanon, 2 in Qatar. Crazy scenario, right? The day my last game for the championship in Qatar, my career agent called me. I got my mama out there and everything. Mama been out in Qatar for like a week. You know what I'm saying? She see the last few games in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So my agent called me that morning, and this day was the day that my cousin died, or was his birthday. It was one of the two. I think it was his birthday, April 26th, because it was going into May. So it's his birthday. So it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I get this call, but I'm already on the phone. My cousin, his baby mom, wrote a deep, heartfelt message on Facebook. So I'm reading it. Boom, I go show my mama the shit. We in there crying. So while my mom's got the phone, my phone ringing. It's my career agent. So I'm like, I pick up the phone. I'm like, what's good? It's 6 o'clock in the morning here. He like, do you trust me? I'm like, man, listen.
Don't start no kind. Don't start it like that.
I don't trust nobody.
Like that,
yeah, come on,
the
man.
wrong question.
What's
Don't
good,
start it
bro?
like
What you
that,
need?
bro.
What you need? What can I help you with right now? He like, okay, you're gonna win this championship tonight in Qatar, and you're gonna get on the plane tonight and come win the championship in Korea. I'm like, what you talking about, man? He like, one of these players just got an injury. They kind of blew their ankle out, and this team won't you. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, all right. So first thing in my mind, I'm thinking like, how am I gonna tell this team that I'm about to leave after this game? Like, is that even a smart thing to tell them? Because if we do lose, they're gonna be like, people heads was elsewhere. All the blame is going. They already blame the Americans for everything. They was really about to get on me then. You know what I'm saying? If I would have let them know that. So it's like, don't tell nobody. Just go and win the game. Like, just win the game
and leave.
I'm gonna get the tickets right now. I'm like, okay, one more thing, right? Oh, my mom's here. So I need y'all to get my mom a ticket. And he like, oh, that's it? I'm like, yeah, y'all get my mom a ticket and I'm ready. He like, man, he was like, I knew it. He was like, I knew it was something about you. And he's Korean. He's like, I knew it was something about you. You know what I'm saying? When I met you, he was like, usually players be having, they'll pay for strippers to be over there with them and I'm like, nah, I ain't one of them. Guys.
Just
like,
moms, bro.
Just moms.
That's all I need.
That's all I need. Get moms a ticket. It don't even gotta be first class. As long as mom's on the plane, she Gucci. You know what I'm saying? They ended up doing first class anyway. So it's like me and moms, you know what I'm saying? After we win this game, we championship, hold up trophies, bags already packed. Let's go.
Straight to the
We out of here. I tell my team, like, hold the celebration. I'll be right back. Went over to Korea, won the championship. The first game I played, we win. Championship.
So wait, you left one championship, jumped on the plane.
Yeah.
Won another championship.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I was over in Korea for 5 days.
Stop it.
I was over in Korea 5 days.
Y'all better jump on that fact check. Jump on that fact check.
Go ahead, everything checks out.
Everything checks out.
Everything
we good.
checked out. I ain't never told no fabrication about that.
That's crazy though, bro. That's crazy. Like, really think about what you just said.
I got 4 championships in one season in 3 different countries.
That's crazy. How many people could say that, bro?
I didn't have no agent. This is what I really want to drop my nuts on. I ain't had no agent. I bust these moves myself.
Did it on your own.
Yeah.
Figured it
so
out.
when teams not paying me for 2 weeks, that's a breach of contract. I breach a contract. They taking my money. They ending the contract. They gonna release me.
Yes, sir.
In the same second, same breath. I get into it with the coach. I just did this in Lebanon. I get into it with the coach. He don't like what I say. I'm not conforming to what he want me to do. Apologize.
Release.
They cut me.
Release.
Yeah, I breached the contract. Oh, so when y'all not paying me, y'all breach your contract, right? I hop on the phone, call these agents, man. What's out there for me? You can leave? Yeah, I can leave. They not paying me. They breaching contract. All right, y'all hold that. When y'all ready to pay me, I'm gonna come back and get that. But until then, I'm gonna go play in this tournament in Dubai for 10 days. Y'all figure that out. I'll be back. I go do that. Bust a move. Boom, boom. So this same year, I go play in Dubai in the Dubai tournament, and I win 3rd place. This same year, where I won 4 first place championships, I win a third place in Dubai.
In Dubai.
No bull, bro. No cap
crazy,
at
bro.
all. It ain't no jack in my cap.
You know I believe.
You know what I'm saying?
You know I believe.
This for the non-believers out there.
When I tell them to go fact check. You know what I mean?
Facts. I know.
Check it.
I know.
We ain't mad if you go fact check.
For sure. Like, because you going to come back and be like, oh, he was right. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm on a, nigga, my energy, you talking about the energy, like, I'm on a high, my frequency so high just off life because everything I done touched this year, I really done struck gold. I'm really holding up gold trophies.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every single time, gold medals. I'm holding up gold. I struck gold every single time I changed this number to 88. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this is it. 88 is it. You know what I'm saying? It's the one. Like, this was for me. I'm walking in my purpose now. Everything I say, everything I do, it's panning out.
It's working.
So don't fix nothing that ain't broke.
Yeah, let's keep
So
this going.
I come back home, right? It's an untold story too. I come back home. I'm working out. I'm thinking I'm finna relax, chill. I'm too geeked.
Mm-hmm.
My energy still. I'm in the gym like I
Charged.
Yeah, I'm in the gym like I'm. You know what I'm saying? Like I just came off an injury. Like I'm trying to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my trainer, like he worked with an agent out in Philadelphia. So he like, man, I've been talking to this agent about you to the Philadelphia 76ers for like a week. I look at this nigga crazy. I'm like, man, what you mean you been talking to Philadelphia about me for a week?
Yeah.
Like, why you ain't told me?
Yeah.
He like, cause I'm thinking you good. You got your situation overseas. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, I do got my situation overseas, but they bagging niggas in the NBA.
I need these parts.
They giving $3.5 million for a year.
Yeah, I need
I
that.
catch one of them, I'm gonna retire right now.
I'm
how
set.
I'm feeling.
I'm
Yeah, I
set.
know exactly where I gotta
I'm
dump
gonna
my
place
money.
this money in the right
Yeah,
spots.
yeah. I know exactly what I gotta do now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Make
Yes,
that
sir.
last 10 years plus, and that's gonna come back and make me sure I can live more another decade.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, pull out my phone. Let me see how much a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Ticket $89.
Book
I
it,
bought it.
gone.
Ping.
Mm-hmm.
So I get out there in Philadelphia. Remind you, Philadelphia, Iverson. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
It's
all of this shit coming back. It feel good. It's kind of like adding up. Yeah, what goes around comes around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get out to Philly. Nigga, like my first 3 days. You know, the owners and stuff, they upstairs. Nigga, they come down like the second day, like, yo, you quick as shit. Like, you fast as hell. Like, how old are you still moving like this? I'm like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's something different right now. The McCollum guy, the white dude that was playing for, he was like the backup point guard behind Jared Bayless at the time. This was the year that they was about to draft Marcus Fultz.
Mm-hmm.
This was that year, right before they drafted him. I ended up tearing my ACL.
Damn.
This 2017.
I would say that ain't nothing but 2 years ago.
Yeah, this 2017.
Yeah.
So when I tear my ACL this time, motherfuckers like, man, you 32. Like, it might be over. I'm like, what?
Stop it.
After what I just did?
Stop it.
Oh, no, y'all must, because y'all don't know what I just did.
Yeah.
This just the beginning right now. Bro, so I tear my ACL.
They don't even know the Get Back campaign.
Here you go,
I
right
remember
here.
it all, bro. Here
Here
you
you go
go.
right here. So I tear my ACL. But then, you know, I'm back in Philly, like in my little room or whatever, the little Airbnb. Something tell me to go on my email. Boom. I go on my email. You know, us niggas being ignorant, I ain't checking my email how I'm supposed to. I go on my email, this team in Korea, I just won a championship. It's a $300,000 contract sitting in my email for 3 days.
Wow.
And I'm in Philadelphia for about 4 days tearing my ACL
Wow.
while I put myself in position to where I wanted to be. To get the money that I'm saying is like $25, $30 a month. That's what I went out there to win all these championships to put me in that
It was
position to
waiting
do
for
that.
you. It was
right?
waiting for you.
Waiting on me. Now I got to be out with my ACL down there 10 months, 11 months, 10 months to a year
Wow.
with this on my conscience.
Wow.
So imagine the sunken place I was in. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, but it was more positive because
You didn't go back into that deep stuff.
nah, I ain't go back there that deep.
Yes.
I didn't take
Went down a
no
little bit.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
I didn't take no pharmaceutical drugs. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't taking none of that. I was just, and the crazy part about this recovery, I completely stopped eating meat for 4 months. And the doctor was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Do you really want to know?" Because I'm pretty sure it goes against your protocol, what I'm doing. But in 6 months, bro, I'm back running full. 7 months, I'm dunking again.
Crazy.
Like, I didn't even know I
Off of a
could
10-month injury. You're supposed to be out for 10 months.
10 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
I literally cut it down like by 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Just by, like, one of my friends, Reggie Bonds, you know what I'm saying? He a rapper in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Reggie.
For sure. He got a degree in nutrition science. Bro, like, super duper vegan. He like super duper.
Yeah.
Like he don't use a microwave. He don't got no refrigerator. He get his food fresh every day.
Every day, yeah.
Just to eat though.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So he like, this is what you got to do, bro. Your body is a machine. It's going to heal itself. You just can't put that stuff in you. That's breaking your temple. That's breaking your mind. That's breaking your everything. And I've been overseas in the Middle East for the last 3-4 years. So I'm like practicing Ramadan a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They be doing it for like a whole month, whole 2 months. I'm only doing like 20 days to where I'm not eating. You know what I'm saying? When the sun rise, you start your fast. When the sun set, you break your fast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 days. And I'm manifesting. Like this is where I'm getting all of this knowledge from. Like I'm manifesting. I'm learning myself. I'm testing myself. Like all fasting is doing is, like I say, to break a habit. Like to break us from saying nigga, we say God, or we gonna say, why are you doing this fasting? You stopping yourself from doing this. And now you're going to implement that with something else. Yeah. So instead of eating, I'm reading. So instead of, you know what I'm saying, thinking about food, I'm going to go work out, taking my mind, putting that energy
into something else. Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the key component into me coming back off my knee surgery. So crazy part about it is, nigga, agents is calling me like, do you still got it? This, that, and the third. Like, is it over? Like, we want to know because Tibbs is asking us. So I go back to this Korean team, like around this time, like beginning of October, end of September type shit. Nigga, they got me working out 3 times a day. Like I just came off an ACL injury, and y'all know what it was because I had to tell y'all, like, I just tore my ACL working out of Philadelphia. I can't take the contract, but I appreciate it. I'm going to keep y'all posted on my recovery. Hopefully we can get something going, which we did. You know what I'm saying? I was out there for like a month, but my knee was swelling up because it just got me I'm overexorbitant. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? Like,
stiff.
I'm not finna be out here. Yeah, I'm not finna be out here. They want me. And it's preseason. This ain't even a regular season yet. We playing college teams. He want me to press them full court. I'm like, why am I pressing him full court, coach? He ain't shot a jump shot yet. Yeah. Like, let me use my smarts. Like, I know you coaching on that side, but I know the game too. Like, let me, you know what I'm saying, do what's best for me right now. Right. When it's time for game time and them lights come on and them cameras out here, nigga, you ain't gonna gotta question none of that. Yeah. We're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But my knee was swelling up. I had to get it drained. I got it drained 3 times within like 10 days, bro. That's crazy. Like, it's all fluid. Getting it drained out, getting it sucked out. I'm like, so they ended up sending me home. So I got one of them, you know what I'm saying, 25, 30, you know what I'm saying, 30 checks, but just one. Tasted it. It's over. So I'm back at the crib. This like around this time, like mid-October, end of October. So I'm home October. Well, I'm gonna say November, December. I don't go nowhere to China. And that's like the beginning of like New Year. I wait for New Year's. You know what I'm saying? They wanted me to come over before Christmas. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait till after the New Year, spend some time with my family a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And hit it. Cause I ain't never home for holidays because I'm always overseas. The sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some gotta give. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I go over to China for $4,000. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it's another sacrifice.
You gotta do it. You gotta get a check.
Man, I gotta get a check. But more than that, it ain't even about the money. Because that money, that's not paying no bills. Yeah. Like, I'm still in the hole. For that, I'm still in the hole. No, I still gotta, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just need to get filmed. I just need to show these motherfuckers that I'm still this force.
Build your value again. Yeah.
So,
I gotta build that value.
I go over to China. They only win 1 game that year, and we win, and that's the game that I was out there. This team, it was a beginning team. I didn't even know that this was a first-year team. This was their inaugural season, and I got them their first win that year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The only win that year. So speaking of first, that's another
first right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like
another first.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, so this team, like, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have a lot of stuff like together. Like, they didn't have no trainers.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't had no practice gym.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't have a lot of shit because this their first time and they didn't know. So I'm out there like, look, I just come off a knee injury. I need to work out every day. I need to be lifting every single day. Like, I got places where I gotta be. This is just a stepping stone for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling them all these things like, how can y'all have a team but y'all don't got trainers? If I wanted my ankles taped, who was gonna tape my ankles? You know what I'm saying? If somebody get injured, God forbid, if we got practice and somebody, what's the procedure?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all even got a protocol? What's gonna happen if anybody was to get injured? Like, I'm telling y'all, I need treatment on my knee. I'm going to the hospital. This is China we talking about. Billions of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm going to the hospital with a translator.
Damn.
Just to get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? But this is what set me up for the big three. You know what I'm saying? I also, with my brand, I got a partnership deal, and I ain't really said too much about it. I got a partnership deal with this brand in China called Unique, and I got this while I was out there. They seen how hard I was going for this team, who was basically a bottom feeder team, but they better when I'm out there. Everybody moving, everybody energy, everybody going at a high level. You know what I'm saying? I implemented that culture to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To them. Now I do this to every team. Like, I am that piece. I am that piece that, you know what I'm saying, that wins the championship. Motherfuckers like, oh, I'm just in a championship. I just go to a team that's winning. No. I bring that spirit. I bring that winning attitude right then and there.
Bring that culture to it.
Yeah, I bring that culture to them. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I just drew a blank.
No, you good. You were saying you just got to partner with Unique.
Yeah. So, China situation, I tell them like, man, listen, man. Like, in a layup line, bro. It's people that ain't even on the team. They got street clothes on, jeans. They shoot.
In the
layup line before the game.
Get out of here, bro.
Man, I go off on these motherfuckers. Like, man, y'all disrespecting the game. Like, have y'all ever heard of basketball gods?
Yeah.
Like, man, they ain't. This is why y'all losing. This is why y'all. This is a mockery. The referees and the whole league is laughing at y'all. I'm going off on these people. Like, man, look, man. They released one of the players who was out there, who got me to come out there. As soon as I get there, they release him. Like, we don't need him no more. We got you. I'm like, no.
Dang.
That ain't how it's supposed to work. If we got both of us, we gonna win more than,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we feeding off each other.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay. I hit them like, oh, so what y'all doing with Bro Money? Since y'all just got him off y'all books, what y'all doing with that? Oh, I need at least 5 of that if y'all want me to stay. They playing in their ass. They think I'm bullshit. I hop right on horn. Boom, boom. Hey, what's out there for me? Oh, it's something in Africa? Okay. Tell them I'll go over there for this amount. Just double this. And I'll go. They're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Boom. So I tell the team back, like, look, this is my last game. This was in China. Like, this is my last game. I'm cool after the night. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, how about you do this? Go on this last trip with us over there. Da-da-da-da. We'll pay you everything that we owe you. Da-da-da-da. And we good. I'm like, all right, I'll go on this last trip with y'all. Blah, blah, blah. But we end up winning that game in China. So they like, and then we play the same team. We played them in our gym. Then we got to go to their gym and play them there.
Right.
So they like, so I win that. They like, yo, we get bonus money and everything. So everybody happy. Now they like, yo, let's try to beat them again. Like, come to that trip. Da-da-da-da. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. But after that, it's a wrap. I'm out of here. So, nigga, that day, we win, we lose, then we go out, we win that game, then we go out there, we lose that game. Right. So after that game, they like, how much we got to pay you for you to stay? Now, I already done signed a contract to go somewhere else. I'm out of here. This is why I asked y'all what y'all was doing with Bro Money then, so y'all can lock me in. When y'all didn't lock me in there, I went fishing. I had to make moves
for myself.
Yeah, I went fishing. I'm going to get what I need. Because I just was dropping 30, 35, 29. You know what I'm saying? In a row. Damn near triple doubles out there. Missing shit by like 2-3 rebounds. And ain't nobody telling me you need 2 more rebounds to get a triple double.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Why is no one telling me these things?
Like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? So I ended up bouncing and shaking out of there. I go to Africa, Benghazi, where it's war out there. Our sins end up getting cut short because it's war out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When they saying peace in the Middle East, like,
it's real.
That shit was real.
Real war.
Bro, I get out there, it's a battlefield out there. I'm gonna show you in my phone, bro. It's a battlefield. Mm-hmm. When I say battlefield, it's like Black Ops, battlefield, buildings. Not even, gone. Burnt up tanks still sitting out there, just burnt. Mm-hmm. You go to the seaside by the, you know what I'm saying, by the sea, nigga, it's bombs, big ass holes like the size of this ottoman, holes in the ground. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The people spirit high, the energy high. They still happy, smiling every single day. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, what if we had a war in the USA? You know how many people would kill themselves? Mm-hmm. The people that was living there, that stayed there, they said they had to eat bread for a year. They couldn't even leave their house. How many of us know how to make bread?
Not me. I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? I don't either. Like, so I'm thinking like, how many of us will survive? Mm-hmm. How much food do we have in our house to, if it was war in America? Mm-hmm. Shit going over there in China, and China ain't fucking with us. North China ain't fucking with us like how they supposed to. Kim Jong and Trump on that. What if they come over here and impose on our land? Mm-hmm. What are we gonna do? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I started to pick up my foundation and started to, you know what I'm saying, like, with all of this knowledge I got, like, and all this experience that I've gotten in other cultures, and see how they able to thrive successfully together in the same space. Like, why are we the only culture that can't get it right?
Can't get it right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to get to that too. Your foundation also, definitely. So we here. You took the contract over there.
I did that.
You finished that out.
Yeah, and I did the Africa. I won 2 championships over there before I left.
2 more championships in Africa. Okay, yeah.
And I ain't even highlighted that yet because while I was over there, this when I was coming up with this logo with my foundation. Like I said, I was rebranding myself. You know what I'm saying? So I came up with the new Transformer Black Panther logo. Just
talk about that real quick though, because I definitely want to highlight my man.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, I just
see the MT or the TM, whichever way you look at it.
However you want to look at it.
88.
The 88 right there.
Kind of look like a Black Panther mask.
Yeah, that's exactly. I see it. I'm gonna turn myself, my story, I'm gonna turn it into the cartoon for the kids, bro. Yeah. Like, my thing was, it's like everything been whitewashed. Even though there's no such thing as a Santa Claus and you know what I'm saying, a Tooth Fairy and all of these stuff, they all white. Yeah. Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, white. So I'm finna turn myself into a Spider-Man, a Superman, no, I'm gonna turn myself into a Luke Cage, a Black Panther. Yeah. And through my story, I'm making, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a process of making a children's book and then my autobiography right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I want to do it. This a mask right there. That's something I could just put over my face in this cartoon. You know what I'm saying? In this comic book series that I'm about to do, just to explain my story all the way from Brown Street Academy to Jackie Robinson to Marshall to Chipola to Iowa State to Idaho to the NBA with the Clippers to all of the places that I've won championships overseas. You know what I'm saying? I got 8 championships overseas alone. I got a junior college championship. I got a D-League championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is a champion. Yeah. My whole career is, you know what I'm saying, decorated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that was one of the things that was eating me up when I tore my ACL this last time. Like, how I'm gonna tell the story? Ain't nobody finna come to me like, yo, you Mike Taylor, you was the first player drafted. What you got to say? It's not gonna happen. We gotta create our own content.
That's for us.
Like what we doing now,
what we doing right now.
We gotta create our own content. So that was my biggest thing. That was on my mind. That's all I was doing when I tore my ACL. I was doing my lifts with my leg right on the couch at the crib, and I'm writing. I got 3 dry erase boards. And the dry erase board still at the crib in Milwaukee right now with the same stuff on them. What I'm doing now, all I'm doing is now is execute.
You wrote out the plan.
I wrote out the whole vision. So when I was overseas, I'm like, look, I sketched this out myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I watched Black Panther 18 times in a row in like 3 days, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While I'm overseas, while I'm in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was doing. I had an Indonesia dude that I met on Instagram to do my logo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he did all the characters for me. I turned myself into 8 different,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? 10 different
them.
characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I started off with Marshall through high school. I'm creating, you know what I'm saying, my own basketball card series. You know what I'm saying? I'm just creating different platforms to tell my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you know what I'm saying, when I got the Big 3 thing, okay, speaking of the Big 3 again, we can get into that. And that was part of my branding too. I was branding myself. Yeah. So while I'm overseas in China and I'm scoring 30s and 29s and 35s and all of this stuff, I go to the Big 3 page. Look up the coordinator. Look up all the guys that's behind the scenes of the NBA.
Hold on real quick before you keep going. I want y'all to really recognize the pattern of what's happening here. There's nobody doing this for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take your brand, your everything into your own hands. If somebody want to help you along the way, that's cool, but you still got to be able to, if that person fall off, you still going. The train gonna keep going.
It gotta keep going.
So that's like a thing that I'm noticing, and I'm big on that too. But I'm noticing that it keeps coming back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So continue on. I ain't gonna cut you off, but I really wanted to highlight that.
Nah, you good. So I get all of these, like the directors, the player personnel people of the Big 3. Get their emails off of Instagram. Start emailing them. I'm sending it to them on Instagram too. Boom, boom, highlights. I got I'm paying people money to make highlight films. Chop it up real quick. I need this done in like 3 days, bro. Boom, send it to them. Send us scorecards. You know what I'm saying? I was having my agent make scorecards of the game, like how many points I would have, how good I shot from the free throw line, how good I shot from the 3-point line every game. So they know that, oh, I'm still this caliber player. And I was the first person to be drafted out the D League to the NBA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I won 7 championships at this time overseas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sending them all of this. Like, I'll be an asset to the Big 3. You know what I'm saying? So they started to open it up. They started to change rules. They lowered the age for the Big 3. They started to let overseas players in, because at first it was just ex-NBA. Now they letting players overseas in. So I fit both categories. I'm an ex-NBA and I've been an overseas player. So like I pretty much put myself on that scene. Plus the guys that I know from out here in California, like basically all of the Big 3, all of they behind the scenes stuff is here in California. You know what I'm saying? So just making some of those connects. Me and Ricky Davis never stopped being friends since we was on the Clippers together. He was coming to Milwaukee because, you know, Milwaukee got the NY to LA tournament and stuff like that. For sure. So when he would come out there with his AAU team, he'd hit me up like, T, you in the city? Pull up on him. You know what I'm saying? We chop it up. Like, we got a relationship outside of basketball. We had one when I was here in, you know what I'm saying, in California. We had a relationship outside of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't do nothing but build and manifest over these years. He needed to work out for the Big 3. I was having my AC. I was at the crib working out my AC and come to the gym. I got the gun set up right now. Come get 100 shots. Come get, you know what I'm saying? Come get 1,000 shots up. He'll come pull up on me. Boom, boom. So we already had a relationship. And then I was watching the Big 3, season 1, season 2. I binge watched it when I tore my ACL. Watched every single game in like 2 nights, you know what I'm saying? Watched the whole day through the night and picked up that next morning. Like I binge watched that motherfucker in 2 days. Watched the whole season, every single game. I gotta play in this. This is my style. Like, this is me. I used to play Gus Macker. I used to play on Hoop It Up. 3-on-3 tournaments right outside the Bradley Center. You know what I'm saying? When I used to have that shit back at the crib.
Definitely.
I got trophies. I won it. 2nd place, 3rd place, 1st place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got those, you know what I'm saying, plaques to show for it still to this day. So the story is gonna be told, but I gotta tell it. I got to control the narrative. I never told the story of how I really got kicked out of Iowa State. I never told any of these things. You know what I'm saying? So now it's my time to control the narrative that was put out there about me. They said I got kicked out of Iowa State for too many run-ins with the police, which was true. I did run into it with the police, but that wasn't the reason why I got kicked off the team.
Right.
The reason I got kicked off the team is because I didn't go to a class that didn't hold no credit to my degree. But before I could get this class off my schedule, I stopped going. I already told the head coach that I was gonna go to every class. Signed the fucking paper, did that little bullshit.
Yeah.
So before I could drop this class, get this class dropped, I stopped going for like 3 days. They checked the class. I breached the contract. They pulled my whole scholarship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the real story.
That's another one of those things just reading the actual contract.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that little thing, you could have, in 3 days, you could have toughed in 3 days out.
But at the same time, it's like my coach set my contract. I mean, he set my summer schedule up. He made me go to summer school. I didn't have to go to summer school. I only needed 18 credits to go. I would have graduated in January had I went back to school.
Yeah.
I didn't need those credits. He didn't want me to go back to Milwaukee. So he just signed me up for 2 classes that wasn't going toward my degree. I'm like, man, I ain't finna take this. I don't even need to be here this summer.
Yeah.
Y'all got people who need to be here to work out. Like, nah, bro. I ain't want me to go to Milwaukee because I had to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing a lot of shit out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't regret it because shit had to get done.
Yeah.
But I had to go back and make some money.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, college wasn't doing it. I'm going, and this was my dilemma in college. I'm seeing onesies with my jersey number on it being sold for $24.99.
That's a
and
whole nother story, bro.
And I don't get a dollar.
Another
You feel
story,
me?
bro. Yeah.
I got to go back to the crib and make neck bones and rice for the next 3 days. I got to go back to
capitalizing.
Y'all capital.
Capitalizing.
Big capital.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Longer than Capitol Drive in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, they getting it.
Yes.
And I'm like, y'all selling my real jersey with my number on the back. It just don't got my name on the back. For $35. And I'm signing babies' foreheads and all of this stuff. All the restaurants done closed. I'm after a game. After I just played for 2 hours.
Can't even eat.
I'm signing for 2 hours and I can't even eat. Starving. I don't got no food at the crib. I probably got a pizza that's probably old.
That's pizza.
Yeah, bro. I gotta go pop that motherfucker here. Probably get food poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you niggas is tripping. Like, this ain't adding up, bro.
Yeah.
So that was the real reason why. And then my best friend, Devin, died. My last game at Iowa State was March 7th. He died March 7th. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Rest in peace, Dev.
For real. You know what I'm saying? So my last time putting on an Iowa State jersey, the day bro died. I questioned everything. And this is why I was saying, like, I started to notice that I'm going into the bookstore to buy a fucking book.
And your jersey being sold, you gotta buy a book.
Oh, something gotta shake. I'm going to classes. They teaching me about, this was my favorite class in college, philosophy. You know what I'm saying? They teaching me the Darwin theory. Like, this white man's theory. I'm like, y'all want me to write 17 pages on this? I tell the teacher, like, look, I'll write 34 pages. Can I write about W.B. Du Bois? He got a theory. Why I can't write the same paper what you asking me to do about his theory? Malcolm X got a theory. I'll give you double the assignment that you asked for. You asked for 17 pages, I'll give you 34 pages. Let me do it on what I want to do it on. No. All right, I ain't never coming back to this class again.
That's it. Nope.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just in this rebellious stage. I was just testing, you know what I'm saying? And that just forced me to be professional. I mean, and it was just forcing me to do everything that I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned about the NBA, and that was you are your own business. Your name is your name.
Your LLC, your
right?
your incorporation, whatever.
That's you. If you carry yourself as a business, everybody else gotta come at you like a business.
That's something I tell my son right now. Like, you are Amari Robinson LLC. You know,
That's it.
like, that's you.
That's you.
You know what I mean? You're gonna write your check.
To
You're gonna hire people that work for you. You know what I'm saying?
You can do it to where you work for you.
You work for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Signing my own checks now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we at now. You know what I'm saying? So with my foundation, you know what I'm saying? I've been okay. So with my foundation, I want to take it back, and then we could probably end on this.
Yeah, because we got like 20.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. We're going to end up having to do another one of these.
Yeah,
it's
for
too
sure.
much.
Always.
Well, I'm already going to split this one into
sure.
part 1, part 2, because we at least had 2 hours.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty in, you know what I'm saying? Just the experience, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, life is gonna test you, and we've been battle tested.
Definitely
Especially
before
we even hit 18, nigga, we done went through so much shit that we didn't even know.
We didn't even know we was being tested.
Yeah.
You know, so we were just trying to live, survive, and just out there.
But we thought that's good. Like,
Uh-huh.
4 kids in the bed, we think I better. My cousin up in here, like,
Yeah,
we good.
yeah,
we think we done.
We head to toe.
Yeah, we head to toe.
We good.
We
having
good.
fun.
Niggas peeing on you. Everybody,
Yeah.
who done peed?
Like,
I didn't pee myself, nigga. I ain't wet. We got to check who wet and see, because everybody pissed on. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, bro.
shit, that shit was fun
Yep.
to us. You know what I'm saying? So, what I was saying about my nonprofit organization. So, when I was about 9, 10 years old, right? Mm-hmm. My mom and her best friend, she had 3 boys. My mom had 3 boys. My mom named all her boys with an M. Mm-hmm. Michael, Marcus, Montel. Mm-hmm. My mom's best friend, her son's name started with a D. Darius, Darren, Davion. Mm-hmm. So they at the gym the whole day watching they boys play basketball. Mm-hmm. So they seeing how good we is playing basketball from each level. Mm-hmm. And they like, this ain't adding up. They ain't showing this same passion with the outside world that they do when they on this basketball court. Mm-hmm. Like, so how do we get them to translate that same energy to caring about what's around them? Mm-hmm. So they started this nonprofit organization called SHAC, striving for higher achievements in the classroom and on the court. Mm-hmm.
This your mom and her best friend?
Yeah, that's my mom and my auntie.
Auntie, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my auntie now, Miss Smith. You know what I'm saying? Just, they was around since, like I say, Brown Street. We grew up, you know what I'm saying? This is first, second, third grade. Like, we 6 years old to like 10. They start this program for like, when we like 10, 11. When I'm the oldest one. So they still, you know what I'm saying? My little brother's 3 years, 4 years younger than me. So they coming up behind me. So they basically started it for me and then the ones that come up following us. Mm-hmm. So in this program, bro, we will be broke down. They'll take us to classes either before practice or after practice. It was mandatory that we had to go in these classrooms. Mm-hmm. So, but these classrooms were so different than the classrooms that we'll have at school. You know what I'm saying? In school, sometimes you will have a question, but because you feel like you alienated in this classroom or you got your guy next to you, you don't feel comfortable raising your hand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here, man, we done fought. We done, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really my brother.
Y'all guys, yeah.
Yeah, like, everybody coming to my house to eat after this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how moms was. Like, I got 6 niggas that ain't even relatives spending the night at my house. Yeah, like,
everything, yeah.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how moms was. So, we would go in these classrooms and they would break down everything. We learned about Madam C.J. Walker, Maya Angelou, George Washington Carver. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just all our people, all our history, the Black Panthers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that I had to get back into while I'm overseas trying to keep my mind sharp. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back studying this same stuff. Let me go back into Huey P. Newton. Let me go back into Stokely Carmichael. So I'm going back into my past and reliving that recipe. And I'm giving that back, you know what I'm saying, to my city. Giving that back, you know what I'm saying, to the community you know what I'm saying, where I'm from.
That's what the
the
Taylor
whole
Made
city,
Foundation,
that's what-
right? You're giving that back, that same
Exactly.
kind of.
I'm just a big brother program to what my mom and them started when I was like 10 years old. So what I was saying, they was breaking us down and putting us in these classrooms. So we learning about, you know what I'm saying, Maya Angelou, Madam C.J. Walker, we, you know what I'm saying, Huey P. Newton, Stokely Carmichael. Like, we learning about all of these dudes who we never knew. They don't teach us about who we were. They teach us that we were slaves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So they was giving us our real history about who we are as a people. Not only that, we had models come in there, male models, female models, and they would teach us how to walk the runway, just all of these skills that we didn't even know that was jobs. I know you remember Matter, right?
Yeah.
They closed Matter down. Matter not even open anymore. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
We used to go down to Matter, and when we went down to Matter, we had our own TV show as kids.
Yep.
Not only did we have our own TV show, which we was talking about current issues that we was going through at that time, we were the people who was recording it. Kids, all kids.
Yeah.
Microphone check.
I was there in middle school.
Check mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all kids. The girls director, lighting up. Oh, transition camera 1 to position 3. Transition camera 3. Close up on the host.
Yeah.
Camera 2, close in on a crowd, on this, that, and the third. Like, we had all of that. Kids, mic check. So every kid, for me, this is one of the main things that I want to reiterate and revamp with my nonprofit organization, because this, to me, gave every kid, no matter what their personality, a field that they can go in.
Yep.
Me, I was a class clown. I can talk in front of anybody, so I didn't have no problem with being a host, being in front of the camera. But for those shy kids who didn't, you know what I'm saying, want to speak in front of, they was cold at the lights come on and they in the back listening to the sound,
running the show.
Yeah, they the ones who really is making sure that it's going
behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes is more important than actually being in front of the camera.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And these are jobs that we can do right now. These ain't jobs that you really got to go to no college and get a degree. You can get certified in these areas and walk right into your field. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that I want to get these kids to put on their minds now, because all they got right now is YouTubers and all of this other stuff, and it can go further. It can go further than that. Like one of my guys, he make beats. He made a beat for a National Geographic, for the National Geographic channel, of a lion walking across the fucking scene. It's a 20-second beat of a lion, no music, no vocal, just instrumental.
Yep, licensing.
Right?
People don't even know about
he
that.
gets paid every time this come on National Geographic.
Yeah.
He told me he does specials for Shark Week and stuff like that, where he's only doing 20 seconds of a beat. But our kids only feel like we gotta have a beat for somebody to rap to. You probably ain't even, that song probably don't even get popular. It probably don't even hit nowhere to where you can get paid from that.
Bro, I say that all the time. There's so much other stuff to do with your music. Like, you don't only have to rap, or you don't only have to have somebody sing on it.
Exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying, one of my homie Godzilla, he make little sounds for video game characters.
Yeah.
Like on your phone.
You talking about Godzilla back at the crib?
Godzilla back at the crib, bro.
Yeah, Godzilla's a beast.
Yeah, bro. He
Godzilla's
makes sound. He literally makes sound for Disney.
Yeah.
The Disney mobile game. I forget the name of the game, but he makes the sounds for like Tinkerbell or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, Donald Duck or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, stuff like that. It's crazy, and it's like he started off with doing his music and learning sound, but he knows that it's bigger than just
For sure.
the music. Like, there's so many other ways to get the money out there.
Yeah, that's the only way that they want to give us, and that's like the smallest.
That's the only thing they want us to see.
Exactly. So it's just like that's where I wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was the structure. Not only did we do programs like that, we went to the Indiana Black Expo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We interviewed music before he was Music Soul Child, before he actually did his debut album. We interviewed, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So these are one of the things that I still take from my childhood, and like, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
This was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I know that with this program, it took my thought and my dream and it actually made it a vision for me for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We would go down to Bucks games 3 hours before the game started. We would watch them warm up. We'll look around in the whole. We'll look at the locker room. We'll go up to where they get cooked food. The food was getting prepared for them to come in and eat. You see all that.
Mm-hmm.
And this what put the reality to my dream. Like, oh, this is possible.
Mm-hmm.
I get the Ray Allen locker. Ray Allen sponsored by Jordan. You know, as a kid, we all wanted Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Allen got 4 rows of shoes, 16 pairs each. I remember that shit like it's yesterday. 16 pairs each, boxes. 4 rows. I looked through every last one of them. Oh, purple, purple.
All the colorways.
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, green. I'm
need
going
it. I need it.
crazy in that motherfucker. Like, oh, no, he don't got this. He don't. Everybody done went on. Everybody done went on. I'm still in the shoes. Oh, I'm sitting in this locker like, yeah.
I need
That's
this.
it?
I need this.
I could see myself here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that was it for me to like, okay, this possible now.
Yeah.
I get to see it. I interview. We do this for like 3 years, bro. I interviewed Michael Redd 3 years before he even touched the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he touched the floor, he called.
Mm-hmm. They put y'all in the proper spaces to really like see something.
And
you know
I'm
what I'm
asking
saying? And
questions.
see what's coming. Then you see it. Like, yo, I was just talking to dude. You know what I mean?
I'm the one who asking questions. I'm like, I got him.
Yeah.
Let me ask him. So, what you eating before the game?
Mm-hmm.
These are questions I'm asking him at like 13 years old, right before I get ready to go to high school.
Yeah.
Like what is your mind say? Yeah. One time we go and watch nigga Ray Allen shooting in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Let him go.
Right here.
Shooter.
That's it. Nigga, I hear about 30 of them. Nigga, no rims. Just to be able to see that as a kid is like.
That's
You know
something
what I'm saying?
That's something you gotta bring back. We need that.
And
that,
especially in the times that we in, because when we was growing up, I mean, teen pregnancy is still something relevant, but we weren't worried about no cops killing us. We weren't worried about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
we still had mothers. Like, my father wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? But
Mine
my
either.
mother, you know what I'm saying? My mother overcompensated for that. You know what I'm saying? And now these kids don't even got mom. They got mothers in the house, but they not there. Mom's trying to go
there.
kick it and
Trying to
party.
go out, yeah.
Mom's 30.
that's
The
true.
kid 14. Mom's 35. The kid 17.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
she's still trying to go get her club on, and she felt like I done sacrificed this
Yeah.
to raise you.
You,
So now now you 15, you can do this on your own. And, you know what I'm saying? And so it's so many elements that's missing
Yeah.
in our culture, and it's like everybody will listen to the basketball player or the rapper more than they would listen to their own mother and father now.
Yep. It's fact.
So it's like once I can hit them with, man, every kid wanna listen to me. I got the tats. I put my grill in.
You from there?
Got my
you
chain.
from there? That's
Yeah.
what. When I went back to Marshall, like I'm from here.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know what
from
I'm saying?
here.
I'm talking to y'all because I'm from here.
I was one of y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I was a lost. I was a lost kid. I had to find my way.
Absolutely.
Even through college, through, you know what I'm saying, the D League. Like I say, bro, I made my own way, bro.
Yeah.
It was nobody who did what I did before I did it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I was a lost
It's
kid.
the first. It's the first, man.
I was you know what I'm saying? Like the product of my environment, I was a lost kid, bro. Like Milwaukee, we gonna talk about 5'3", 206. I was, you know what I'm saying? 24th place in Locust. That's where I grew up at. First and Ring. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, 53206 is the worst place for a black man to grow up in the nation. Poorest place
in the nation. Poorest zip code
highest
in the nation.
Highest incarcerated for a black man.
Yes, sir.
The highest death rate is in this area. Coming from the area that we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? That we look at these things as to be normal. But they mental health issues.
That's
any
facts.
other culture.
Yep.
But we done normalized it.
Well, it's normal to
I
us.
became common. It became like brushing my teeth for somebody to die. Like that's just normal. Like
know it.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
Damn, that's all you,
You know what
say.
I'm saying? I had 4 of my friends that went to Marshall. Died within 10 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wore black for like 3 years straight.
Yep.
Just in a dark space. This before basketball even really take off for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reach those kids that they say unreachable, unteachable. You know
no
what
such
I'm saying?
thing.
Yeah, I'm
No
trying to
such
reach that next generation that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be it for us. Like they the ones, cause this a whole different area. I was just telling one of my friends the other day, like technology is something crazy right now. We didn't have none of this. MySpace was like in its first
Bro, MySpace,
year.
Black Planet, we was just trying to figure it
We
out.
was trying to figure
Chat
it out.
rooms.
Facebook just had started, but like, nigga, I just got an email in 2004.
And we had to find some internet to do it. Like, nigga, we had to find it. They like
Nigga, our computers
Pocket.
was like,
straight out the pocket.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't had none of
We
that,
ain't had
man.
none of that.
Not to sound like the old dudes, but like
Yeah. Nah.
we came from, we saw it happen. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So we know kind of, we try to look out and you know what I'm saying? One thing that I say, bro, and like why I definitely want to be a part of anything you got going on with the foundation is, like I always say to people, everybody not fortunate enough to leave Milwaukee, and it's not realistic to say like you need to get out of Milwaukee and go somewhere.
Right.
But what is realistic is for us to go do something, us to go learn. Because I legit had to come out here to learn
Right.
everything I learned in this film business, because I wouldn't have figured it out back home. But now it's my responsibility and our responsibility
For sure.
to take that back to the city. You know what I'm saying?
I take this to heart, bro. I really die for this.
Facts, and
You
you,
know what I'm
gotta
saying?
have that mind state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
sure.
honestly, every time we go to the city, we put our life in danger. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, luckily, we got a lot of love in the city. You know what I'm saying? And they know us, and we can go places, and we can be protected.
But
You
it's
know what I'm
these
saying?
young
We
dudes
straight.
who
But it's
don't.
the young dudes who never met us.
For sure.
They don't know us. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to go. We going and we trying to reach them. They could have a bad day and not want to hear nothing we saying. You know what I'm saying? But we still got to do it. It's our responsibility to do it. And you know what I'm saying? God protect us, and we make it happen.
Nah,
You know
man.
what I mean?
I always feel like if I'm doing God's work, like God put this, He gave me this talent. So
Facts.
wherever I go to do what He's blessed me to do,
You're gonna be good.
I'm gonna be good. And even if I ain't, that's what I was supposed to play.
That's
It's supposed to be like that.
That's what's supposed
I don't fear it no more, bro.
Facts,
Like
you can't.
like we were just saying, like we set up these blocks in our mind. We in our way. Ain't nobody else
Only
in our
thing
way
in
but
our
us.
way is us. For
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
So that's you know what I'm saying. TaylorMadeFoundation414.org.
Okay,
You know what I'm
bet.
saying? That's what it
TaylorMade
is.
Foundation 414.org.
TaylorMadeFoundation414.org.
I'll put all the links
You know what
up
I'm
for
saying?
everybody so they
Put
can
that
go
on
check it
there.
out.
I'm Mike TaylorMade88 on Instagram and
Yes,
Facebook.
sir.
Like I'm just moving. Like I said, my best friend who died in March 7, 07. His birthday is October 26. That's this Saturday coming up.
And what we doing
You know
this
what I'm saying?
Saturday?
This Saturday is the beginning, the inaugural coat drive that I'm doing, the winter coat assist. That's what I call it. You know, when I tore my ACL, I was back in Milwaukee. Man, it was the winter time out there. I was seeing
Watch
kids.
out, just showing him 3 minutes left, so he gotta get it.
Yeah, for sure. So it was kids out there with no coats on. You know what I'm saying? They got on hoodies, and it's below zero, the wind chill minus 20, and they got on hoodies.
These couple shirts under them.
Yeah,
Trying to be warm.
Yeah, so that was my thing. My biggest thing was like when I got this opportunity, man, we're gonna give out coats. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing in honor of my best friend, because he the one who kept me on a up and up. I was living out a suitcase in junior college. You know what I'm saying? Because I was ready to go back to the crib.
Yeah.
He kept me there. So I'm doing this in honor of him. Because what he gave me, it's only right that I give back. So we doing this on October 26th. I'm doing it in October, November, and December. You know what I'm saying? The plan is to give out 500. But, you know, I'm going to do 100 November, 100 December. 100 November, 100 December.
And there's some donation spots too if you want to donate to whether it be some cash or some coats.
Yeah, if you can go to my website, I got everything on there. I got everything on my Instagram to donate. Man, I need volunteers. It ain't gotta be money. You know what I'm saying? Volunteer your time, volunteer your support. Share it. You know what I'm saying? Share the message.
Sharing is big. Just even sharing it to your circle.
Yeah, to your audience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
It's all going back to the kids in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? In Milwaukee, 53206. You can Google that area code and it's gonna you can fact check everything that I'm saying. Like, it's real.
It's
real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being a blueprint and just being what it is for my city, bro.
Yes, sir. That's October 26th, Mike Taylor's first inaugural coat drive. Winter coat assist. I like it, man. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we definitely gonna be back.
We definitely gonna be back. I'm gonna cut this off before it go off on us. So this is the first episode of the Imagination Upgraded podcast. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.